everybody. So are you ready for a massive, absolutely magnificent adventure? Because in today's explainer, we are going completely wild with a fantastic, super animated story all about a very big, very stompy, and very wonderful animal. Now, I need you to bring all your wacky, super high energy today because, well, we aren't just going to sit around here. We are going to act things out, make funny noises, and just have a total blast. So go ahead and shake out those sillies, open your eyes real wide, and let's get ready to meet our giant, wiggly, wobbly friend.
But before we actually meet him, I've got a super silly question for you. Right now, I want you to imagine you have a magical crayon in your hand. Go ahead, hold it right up. Now imagine drawing a funny animal, but give it a super, super, super long nose. Like, seriously, longer than your whole arm. Think about this for a second. What would you actually do if you had a super long nose like that? Would you use it to slurp up a giant bowl of messy, wiggly spaghetti? Slurp, slurp, slurp? Or, oh my goodness, how would you brush your teeth? Would you have to wrap your nose all the way around the toothbrush and scrub away? It is so incredibly funny to think about, isn't it? Imagining silly things like this is literally the absolute best way to start off our story today. All right, let's dive right in. Just look at all the amazing little details hiding in this bright, beautiful scene. I mean, who do we have here? That's right, meet the elephants. We've got two giant, super friendly purple-blue elephants just strolling down a dirt path, surrounded by bright green grass and pretty yellow flowers. But wait a second, do you see who else is hanging out with them? Look right over to the left. Sitting right there on a tree stump is a super cute bright orange fox, and he's holding this little blue mug. Maybe he's having some hot cocoa or some yummy tea while he watches his giant friends walk by. And hey, if you look way up high in the sky, right up by those fluffy white clouds, there are four little blue birds flying around tweeting a happy little song. Tweet, tweet. Man, what a perfectly wonderful day in the forest. Now, we actually have a really special poem about our giant friend today, and I am definitely going to need your help to read it. The very first line goes exactly like this. An elephant walks like this and that. Like this and that? What does that even mean? Well, here's a little secret for you. Elephants don't really just walk normally. They are so gigantic that they actually sway from side to side. So I want everyone right now to stand up. Come on, jump up on your feet. Now I want you to pretend you're a giant elephant. Take a big, heavy step with your left foot. Boom. Now take a big, heavy step with your right foot. Boom. Sway your shoulders side to side like this and that. Oh yeah, great job. You are amazing elephants.
Okay, freeze right there. Because our giant elephant friend isn't just big. Our poem actually says he is terribly tall. Can you say that with me? Terribly tall. Now I want you to show me just how tall you can be. Reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Stretch your fingers right up to the ceiling, get up on your tippy toes, and stretch as high as an elephant's back. You know, elephants are some of the tallest animals that walk on land, and when they stretch their heads up, they can reach the leaves way, way up high in the trees. Wow, you are all terribly tall.
But wait, that's not all. Our poem also says he is terribly fat. Now, for an elephant, being nice and round and plump is actually a really good thing. It just means they are super healthy and strong and have been eating lots and lots of yummy green leaves. So, I need you to puff out your cheeks like a little chipmunk. Ready? Puff. And now, put your hands way out in front of you to make a big, giant, round elephant belly. Now use a really funny, deep cartoon voice and say, terribly fat. You guys are doing so incredibly great with this. An elephant's big tummy is basically perfect for storing all the food they need to just keep stomping right through the jungle.
Let's put those two amazing lines of our poem together. Everyone get back into your elephant stomping positions. You ready? Sway side to side. Boom, boom. He's terribly tall, reach up super high, and terribly fat. Puff out those cheeks and make that big belly. Wow, you got to give yourselves a round of applause for that. You are acting out these elephant moves absolutely perfectly. I just love how much awesome energy you're bringing to our explainer today. You're basically making the story come alive right in your very own room. Okay, now hold on just a second. Look closely right here. The next part of our poem says, he has no fingers, he has no toes. Wait, what? No fingers, no toes? Look down at your own hands. Wiggle all 10 of your little fingers for me. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Now look down at your feet. Can you wiggle your toes around inside your shoes? Go ahead, wiggle them. This really shows us just how different we are from elephants. Because if you look at our cartoon elephant's big feet, he doesn't have wiggly little toes like we do. He just has these giant, flat, round feet to help him balance all that heavy weight. No fingers to pick up a pencil, no toes to tap to a song. I mean, can you even believe it?
So let's check out this totally silly comparison. On the missing side, it says, no fingers, no toes. Oh boy, that sounds like it might make eating spaghetti or brushing his teeth pretty tricky, right? But wait a minute, what's over on the has side? Let's read it. Goodness gracious, what a nose. So yeah, he might be missing those little wiggly fingers, but he has something entirely different. He has something so big, so incredibly cool, and so useful that it totally makes up for not having any hands at all. Are you ready to see what this thing can do?
But goodness gracious, what a nose! Okay, I want you to say goodness gracious in the most dramatic, funny cartoon voice you can possibly muster. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Goodness gracious! Yes, just look at that massive trunk. An elephant's nose is called a trunk, and let me tell you, it is a literal superpower. Now stick your arm right out in front of your face, let your hand drop down, and pretend your arm is a giant swooping elephant trunk. Swoosh it to the left. Swoosh it to the right. Swing it way up high to pick imaginary leaves off a tall tree and swing it way down low to suck up some pretend water. Swoosh, splash, whoosh. What an absolutely incredible, fantastic nose. Now, everybody, I want you to take a really big, deep breath, grab a seat, and let's slow our wacky energy down for just a quick minute. Because hidden right down at the bottom of our wonderful picture today is a really important secret lesson. It says, big or small, we all have something special about us. You see, our giant friend didn't have any fingers, and he definitely didn't have any toes. He might have looked a whole lot different from that little fox sitting on the stump or the bluebirds flying up in the sky. But he had that amazing swooshing trunk. And just like the elephant's amazing nose, absolutely everybody in the whole wide world has something that makes them totally wonderful and completely unique.
And you know, that brings us right to the very end of our explainer today, leaving us with this really beautiful, big, warm question. What makes you special? I want you to really think about that for a second. Maybe you're a super fast runner, or hey, maybe you draw the absolute most beautiful pictures. Maybe your special superpower is being a really kind friend, or maybe you tell the absolute best, funniest jokes in the world. Whatever it is your very own superpower, just exactly like the elephant's trunk. Thank you all so much for joining me today, for stopping around, puffing your cheeks, and exploring this wonderful little poem with me. Always remember exactly how special you are, and I really hope you go out and have a truly fantastic, giant, elephant-stomping day. See you next time.